morning. What a wonderful morning we're having here in southern Spain. Let me start off by saying, God save Donald Trump, God save our children, and God save King John III. I started off with saying God save our children because that's exactly what Donald Trump is doing right now. He's saving our children. And this is a very, very important period in our lives because he is draining the deep state, draining the swamp. And these are the people, these are the paedophiles that have been damaging our world and stealing our children. We're going through a difficult phase at the moment, and in southern Spain and in the United Kingdom, they're demanding that we wear masks again. They're saying it's for COVID-19, but anybody with any common sense or brain knows that it's nothing to do with COVID-19 because it can't exist in the current temperatures. And I'm sure the World Health Organization will reevaluate to fit the narrative. That's not what a World Health Organization should be. They should be there giving good advice, not changing it to suit the political agenda. But there's quite an important issue here with they're trying to make us wear masks. It creates fear, and it's easy to control people that way. But what it's to cover up is the arresting of the paedophile gangs and the rescuing of children. So we're going through a very, very important phase of this lockdown. It's important that you know out there what is going on because the mainstream media is sadly full of paedophiles. So they're protecting themselves, not telling you. And we know that because the mainstream media covered up for Jimmy Savile. The mainstream media got rid of Jill Dando when she was trying to expose the paedophiles. And we know that in America, that during Hurricane Katrina, the media, the deep state, the cabal, instead of rescuing children, UNICEF, all of these big organizations that are part of the deep state were supposed to be there rescuing people, were stealing children for paedophile gangs. You need to wake up to this. But Donald Trump at this moment in time is doing a phenomenal job, an amazing job in destroying these paedophile gangs. But the smoke screen, the cover up is COVID-19. We know that because it was downgraded to nothing more than the flu back in March. So it's nothing more than the common cold. And people, all this talk about a spike wouldn't happen right now, but we need something so that they can get on and arrest the rest of these paedophiles. And the problem is they work in mainstream media, they work in government, they work in the church, and they need to be got rid of. And then when they're got rid of, we need to rescue these children. Now, I know for a fact that they are rescuing a lot of children. They are rescuing lots and lots of children. But the mainstream media are refusing to cover it because they're involved. So you're having to come onto YouTube channels like my own, and there's a few others out there that have picked up on it, that know what's going on. I'm not the only one. There are many others that know what's going on. It's important that we keep you informed. Now, there's another point I want to make. I had over 400 comments the other day about my son Justin being on TikTok because of the amount of paedophiles on TikTok. You can't just come off TikTok because what you're doing is you're handing victory to the paedophiles. You need to get onto TikTok and expose them because they're surreptitious, sneaky little bastards. And they need to be exposed for what they are. And they only ever stick their head up in certain places. And if you come out of the way, they can carry on sticking their head up and nobody will catch them. I'm prepared to go on there. My wife, believe it or not, she's more aggressive than I am. She's Turkish. And she's watching his TikTok and his Instagram and his Facebook. She's watching all of them. And she is very well informed. And we're looking out for paedophiles. We're on the hunt for them. We're not running away and hiding from them saying, oh, don't go on there. We're here to educate our children as to what evil actually is. Because unless they understand what evil actually is, they'll never understand what good is. And those lines have been blurred by this deep state, horrible, disgusting, hard left, corrupt group of people. We're coming to a wonderful phase, guys. We're coming into a great awakening, but we're having to go through a lot of shit. We're going through an awful lot of shit right now. And when it talks about saving children, most of you know I lost my oldest son. That was the toughest time of my life. Something you never get over. You learn to live with it. It's a bit like losing an arm or a leg. You can never replace it, but you learn to live with it. So when other people's children are at risk, I'll stand up and fight. I'll fight for you all against these evil people. But thank you, Donald Trump. You're doing an amazing job. You're doing an amazing job getting rid of these evil people in a world that is so corrupt. And you have my 100% support. Donald Trump, Jesus loves you. Even if the Democrats think you're a twat, Jesus loves you.
Hi, it's Justin, and I hope you're enjoying my dad's videos. Make sure to share this video with family and friends, like and subscribe, and turn on post notifications so you get notified for all my dad's new videos. My social media will be tagged down below so you can follow it. And just remember, Jesus loves you.